Hello, football fans. All I have to say is, wow. Wow. Another insane week. Some full a week that had pride for some, celebration for others, and embarrassment for a pair of teams. The Jets won. I have to repeat that because it bears repeating. The Jets won in LA. Well, Inglewood, but still. You know, I said when they lost to the Niners at home that the Rams were frauds, and I really didn't expect them to further that proof this past Sunday. No, this was supposed to be a week off for the Rams, and well, there it was. The Jets got win number one, a road win against a first place team. Well, they were in first place. Oh boy. And what amazes me is there were Packer fans during that Saturday game saying, "I don't want us to face the Rams in the playoffs." I told them they were ridiculous for thinking that because they couldn't even beat the Cook Niners. They haven't the Rams this season. I said this before. When they were in first place, there were reasons why they weren't treated like a first place team. It's because they've been doing this every year, all year. They beat nobody and lose to nobody. They won 9 games, and pretty much almost all of them were wins against teams they should have blown out anyway. They had the one state win they had was against Seattle, but that was iffy. And now here they are, having lost to the New York Jets, making the Jets' terrible offense look like ours, and and they're out of first place because of it, because Seattle beat Washington, and that got Seattle in the playoffs. So congratulations to them. Speaking of congratulations, more congratulations go around to the Buffalo Bills, and I was so happy for them with that game when they won that game, but they crushed the Titans. That game was over at halftime. I said Titans. It was the Broncos they played. See, I said Titans. My head went to what the Music City Miracle. No, wrong place to go, especially in this day. But it was the it was the Broncos they crushed, and with that win, they won the AFC East for the first time since 1995. 95, which was also the last time that the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. But yeah, so congrats to the Bills. They're on the mountaintop in the East, a mountaintop where the Patriots were forever. Speaking of the Patriots, there's a lot of celebration among football fans as the Patriots lost to Miami, eliminated them from playoff contention. That's right, no playoffs for the Patriots. Crazy. Here we go for the Patriots to an ex-Patriot, Tom Brady, pulled off a comeback against Atlanta. Because Atlanta, right? I was foolish enough to think that Atlanta could actually win this game. I forget it's Atlanta. They can't have nice things when they're up by double digits. And we all know what happened the last time they had a big lead against Brady. But and that game saw Antonio Brown get his first Bucks touchdown. Crazy. The week actually started with the Chargers beating the Raiders. Another embarrassing loss for a team this season. I said two, there was actually three. The Raiders, at home, mind you, let the Chargers beat them. To quote, as a very popular Family Guy character would say, "Oh, that's just embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Losing at home like that to the Chargers, and then the Rams losing to the Jets also at home. It's absolutely embarrassing." It's fitting that imitating Cleveland Brown because the Browns may have a shot at the division. Another embarrassing loss that happened last night. Pittsburgh, what the holy hell are you doing? What are you doing? It's bad enough that Ben's idiocy messed up one of my fantasy games, and ironically actually helped out another one because my opponent had Juju and he didn't do anything. And all my opponent needed was about 2 points, and he didn't get that. But Ben's stupidity, Ben's stupidity single-handedly cost him this game. Well, the offense as a whole just disappeared in the first half, but it was all because of Ben. Ben sucked. I don't know if it's age. I don't know if it's because he's rickety with the past injuries, but he was terrible. Or no. With basketball, come out and say it like this: he was just Big Ben. He was terrible. He was just terrible. He was just a big knucklehead out there throwing interceptions, underthrowing receivers, and that throw to Eric Ebron, I know which is basically LeBron without the L. He threw that bad pass in triple coverage, and up because that he got taken out of the game and injured. That was just terrible, terrible, terrible. Just uh, oh man, I'm laughing at my impression, but this is not a laughing matter with the Steelers. The Steelers were 11-0. And when I watched this game, I was thinking about an episode of Simpsons. It was a crazy episode of Simpsons from a long time ago, where Bart and Lisa ended up in the third grade together because Bart got demoted and Lisa got promoted. The Steelers were Bart Simpson. The Packers were Lisa. Yes, the Packers. I have to talk about the Packers. Because Rodgers was first to 40. He was first to 40 this year, and he ran for one again, back-to-back games with a running touchdown, and Jones got one too. It was a crazy, ugly game, but we beat them. We beat the Panthers, and we're still number one. And we control our own destiny for number one. We just have to win out. But there actually is more to that, and I'll explain in my next video about the scenarios because they actually are up now. But I'll give them detail in a different video. But as far as the NFC West, not West, as far as the NFC East is concerned, I said Seattle won. That win was against Washington. So because of Washington's loss, nobody in the East can have a winning record. It's 8-8. That's the highest it can go. Dallas is still alive somehow. They beat the Niners. So they beat the Niners 41-33. What was a crazy game. So Dallas is alive at 5-9, but the Niners are eliminated at 5-9. But that 5-9 record comes with asterisks. That team was cooked and shot to hell. That's why they're eliminated. That's the only reason why. It just was hard luck on that team. If that team was all healthy, they would be up there. They would be up there with us in New Orleans and all that. But yeah. So the defending NFC champions are out, and Kansas City helped us by beating the Saints with Drew Brees back. San Francisco's elimination came when Arizona beat Philadelphia, and I have to talk about the Eagles. Carson Wentz is a crybaby. He is. This fool has the nerve to say, I read this Sunday morning, this fool has the nerve to say, if I'm not going to be the starting quarterback of the Eagles, I'm leaving. I'm going to another team. Really? So let's get this straight. You lead the league in interceptions, single-handedly cause Eagles losses. And Jalen Hurts has been outplaying you ever since coming in late in that Green Bay game, and you still expect to start? You're out of your mind, Carson. And there's still people defending this guy. Well, it's not all his fault. Yes, it is. They say the offensive line is shot. Rodgers has a worse O-line, but still wins. The receivers drop passes because they're poorly thrown. They're poorly thrown. That's why. They never drop passes with Foles. They haven't dropped passes with Hurts. Why? Because those quarterbacks can actually count to 10 without taking off their shoes. Wentz is a moron. Wentz is a complete idiot. And he has the nerve to moan about not be the starting quarterback when he's the problem. Hear that sound? That's Carson Wentz right now. Oh yeah, he's going at it. That's Wentz. Yeah, call the wambulance for him, as to quote a WWE Hall of Famer. But yeah, Wentz just needs to shut up. Shut up and learn how to throw the ball. Plain and simple. Take notes from Hurts. He won't get it. But anyway, the Eagles, yes, are still alive because NFC East. The Browns got that win on Sunday Night Football. Good for the Browns. They're 10-4. I'm very happy that the Browns are good because the Browns are on that select list of sports teams who I just feel sorry for. The Browns have been a kickstand pretty much forever. Even when they had good seasons, they were a kickstand because, of course, we all know way back in the day they were this close to the Super Bowl back-to-back years and something always happened. The Browns were the Murphy's Law team. Anything that went wrong could go wrong. But everything's going right for that team this year. That's good. And they're 10-4 and they're this close to the playoffs. They are this close. They have not made the playoffs since 2002. That's the longest drought in football. And that is the second longest drought in professional sports. 2002. Let me tell you how long that is. That was my senior year in high school. 2002, 2003. That was my senior year in high school. The Rams were in St. Louis. The Raiders were in Oakland. The Texans were playing their first season ever. And as far as WWE, I have to mention WWE because I'm a wrestling fan. In 2002, the World Heavyweight Championship just came in, and Triple H was awarded it. Brock Lesnar was WWE champion and wrestling every week. So yeah, that's how long ago that was. That's how long ago that was. And Eric Bischoff was Raw's GM, great GM. But anyway, so that's my recap of Week 15. We're almost done. We're almost done, and I'll be back later. I'll be back later today with all of the scenarios. I need to kind of recharge a bit, ready to report on who can get in and who can get out after Week 16. Week 16, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wacky. So I suggest you enjoy responsibly and safely. And I'll be back very shortly.